And this is why we can't have nice things, folks. It's Rod with Pal Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth. It's Tuesday, April 15th. This is probably the dumbest thing I've seen today, if not ever. Chamath Palapatia says MJ is turning kids into zombies. You literally can't make this stuff up. I don't know what this guy's smoking. It's got to be meth or something worse than MJ. But this is you can't make this stuff up. Full disclosure, your IQ might be tested here. You might feel dumber as the video goes on, as we turn in. We just look into this asinine, ridiculously hilarious, dumb comments from Chamath. Like I can't believe I can't. There's no way somebody so smart can be that dumb. It's, in my opinion, I've been saying it for a while now. It's intentional stupidity, and they're doing it because he probably sold his soul to big corporations and big pharma, or he probably has the narrative, the talking points, right? We've seen this from all the prohibitionists lately. They talk about zombies in the streets, and Chamath says, MJ turning kids into zombies, right? It sounds like they all have the same talking points, right? Are they meeting behind closed doors with big pharma? Does he have a bunch of shell companies? Is he trying to suppress MJ stocks and buy the lows? Like, what is this guy doing? Like, clearly he's not on the side of common sense here. But we'll jump into all the stupidity in this video. Unfortunately, we have to call this out because it is that dumb. Before we get to it, make sure to smash the like, all that good stuff. If you tick the bell, you'll be notified on any future videos. This is where all the stupidity started, was on X. You can follow us over there as well. This is where I posted it on, and the handle for that is @GroupPal. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. I said probably sold his soul to big pharma and corporations. Either that or he's smoking something way worse than MJ. And if we take a look at some of the comments here, he says, I'll read what he says here. So he says, I think MJ is the most insidious of drugs. It is legal in many states, is socially acceptable to many. Okay, what's more socially acceptable? Alcohol. Guess what's a literal poison? Alcohol. And he says, it is relatively easy for kids to hide, access, and consume vape gummies, etc. How is it easy for them to access it when you have to be 21 in the States and 18 or 19 in Canada? You have to present an ID just like alcohol. It's no different. And it's actually harder in some cases. And the science is beginning to tell a very ugly story, he says. We should never have legalized it, but now that it is, I hope we do something to mandate standard toxicity and concentration labeling. At a minimum, this stuff is turning a plurality of our kids into zombies. Well, maybe you want to go on a road trip, my dude. I'm from Canada. We've been almost 7 years legal here at the federal level. If I look out at, I have a daughter. She's not a zombie. I know tons of friends and family who have daughters and sons, and last time I checked, none of them are zombies. So get out of here with your bullshit, as far as I'm concerned. Like, this is just absolute stupidity. Like, this has to end. This is 2025, folks. This is common sense. Okay? Like 1.5 million views. I said, are you smoking meth or something worse? For such a smart guy, this can't be your actual view on MJ. Did your account get hacked? Please make it make sense. 286 likes, 18K views. Like, he sold his soul for sure, folks. Like, they all have the prohibitionists all have the same talking points. Zombies in the streets, right? He's saying, turning our kids into zombies. Like, from a very young age, from birth, we are exposed to alcohol commercials and events like, New Year's Eve, and people are consuming alcohol. You go to an NHL game, NFL game, and everybody's drinking, right? Double fisting. It's literal poison. Hundreds of thousands of people die from it. And what's worse is, the nicotine vapes and alcohol. These are, alcohol is killing hundreds of thousands of people out, and MJ zero, right? And in Canada, go look at a park, go down the street in any major city. I have yet to see a single zombie, right? And it's just so dumb. It's not even like, it's literal, it's intentional stupidity. Like, someone this smart, a billionaire, someone this smart can't be this dumb. It's intentional, folks. He's probably got shell companies, like I said, trying to keep the stock prices low so he can load up even more for his Wall Street friends, doing the big pharma bidding so that they can come in and buy these companies pennies on the dollar. There's obviously an ulterior motive here, folks. And it's just, this has to stop. It really does. And I'm so sick of it. I'm trying to do productive things. I'm trying to get ready for a Tilray interview tomorrow, and I have to deal with this stupidity. Like, it's literally mind-boggling. I can't even think about it for any longer than that. I'll make this video. It just has to, we have to get get this out of people's minds. Like people aren't this dumb, and if anybody's succumbing to any of this bullshit, like shame on you. Like this is actually helping. This is medicine. This is helping people. We've been legal for almost 7 years in Canada. Nobody's saying that kids should take it, right? We're saying if you're developing, if your brain's developing, really anybody under the age of 21 shouldn't be taking it, right? But if you do, accept the risks, right? If you're an 18-year-old and you're an adult in Canada, then accept the risks, right? It's no different than alcohol. I've been over a month now, no booze at all, no MJ at all. And guess what? I noticed a way bigger difference from quitting alcohol than I did MJ, right? MJ, I didn't even really notice any difference. And, you don't get hangovers. You don't get that with MJ, right? But tell this to, kids who struggle from seizures and epilepsy and, cancer patients who are using this as an opioid alternative. Like, this is it's medicine, folks. It's just so stupid. I can't believe it. It's just this has got 1.5 million views. And here's the article here. The link between MJ and psychosis in teens is real. Again, teens shouldn't be consuming it. Like, teens shouldn't be consuming opioids either, right? But this is like we have NFL players who are advocating for MJ, right? We have for everybody from every walk of life. And if we scroll down here, shout out to Kyle Sherman. State legal regulated MJ industry is insanely regulated. Kids can't access it. Legal dispensary. Like, it's so difficult for them to get access. It's just like MJ. It's just like MJ, just like alcohol, right? And then shout out to Todd Harrison, right? But some will abuse it, but we can abuse cheeseburgers at McDonald's. Doesn't mean we make cheeseburgers at McDonald's illegal, right? We can abuse anything. And then he talks about unlocking, the abilities of this magical plant. And look at this: addiction, ADHD, Alzheimer's, anxiety, like the list goes on and on, depression. It's literally a miracle plant. Can it, is there some negatives to it? Absolutely. But nobody, like all the pro legalizationers, right? All the pro legalizers, states, countries, people who are pro MJ and want it legalized at the federal level and across the globe, nobody's saying that kids should be taking this stuff, and no one's saying it's safe for kids. But to say that and to fearmonger and just look like a complete asshole idiot to say that it's turning kids into zombies, like, give me a fucking break? Like, did you check your brain lately? Is it on? Do you have common sense? Like, it's just you literally can't make this stuff up. But guess what? It's not that people can't be this dumb. It's impossible. I have more faith than that in the human race. There's no way people are this dumb. It's intentional stupidity for some sort of ulterior motive. That's what it is. It can't be anything else. I'm convinced there's no way a billionaire with all his connections, right? We had two presidential candidates in the U.S. One wanted to legal it at the federal recreationally at the federal level, wanted legalized, and the other one said they support medical, they support rescheduling, safe banking, and Amendment 3 in Florida. Two presidential candidates, but yet this guy can't figure it out. Like, it's just so dumb. Oh my God, that's all I can. That's all I can take of dealing with this today. This, like I said, my IQ. Apologies if you feel dumber after this video. But yeah, go. He's getting just absolutely chewed in his own comments. So go let him have it. This guy just needs to shut up and never open his mouth again about MJ and medicine of the future ever again, when alcohol is clearly the bigger issue here and way more worse effects and zero medical value. Like, it's obvious. There's no way people are this dumb, folks. It's intentional stupidity for some sort of ulterior motive, and I wouldn't be surprised if he sold his soul and he's doing the bidding for the big corporations and big pharma, etc. Probably trying to enrich himself and his Wall Street and corporation buddies. But gonna end the stupidity here. It's Rod with Pow Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth. Let me know what you think of this absolute bullshit in the comment section below. We'll continue the conversation there, even though I don't want to. All right, have a great night. We'll see you on the next video.